Good evening and thanks for welcoming me back to your place at 7. I'm Kristina Zagame. Today is Tuesday, November 27th, and we have plenty of great stories to share with you, but this first story isn't really one of those great ones. You've probably seen this video now and you likely squirmed through the whole thing if you're anything like me. A Florida tourist hanging onto a glider for dear life. It is the terrifying video making its rounds on Facebook. Florida man Chris Gursky, moments into his first ever hang gliding ride, realizes he's not strapped in. The heart-stopping flight captured on cameras connected to the glider. And did we mention that this took off from a ledge that was 4,000 feet high? You can see Gursky desperately clinging onto the thing. He definitely has some good upper body strength there. Fortunately, the pilot was strapped in, so he was also able to help keep Gursky from falling while also trying to, control and steer the aircraft. Gursky wrote later on his Facebook page that he remembers looking down and thinking, this is it. I don't blame him. Fortunately, after a nail-biting 2-minute ride, they were able to land in a field. He said his hand began to slip off the bar just as they were close enough for him to drop to the ground for landing. According to Gursky's post on social media, his hard landing did break his wrist and tore his left bicep. But he will leave Switzerland with a titanium plate, 7 screws in his arm. Switzerland's civil aviation authorities said it will question the pilot on why Gursky was not harnessed in properly. Now, many of you may find this crazy, but Gursky actually says that he is going to go hang gliding again because he would like to, quote, enjoy the ride next time. Probably more enjoyable than that time. How do you feel about that? We asked some of our NBC5 Facebook friends what they thought of this video earlier. Michael Sterling says watching that video confirms why he's never tried hang gliding. And this next one's so cute. Glenda Michelle says that she showed her 2-year-old that hang gliding video and he yelled for the Paw Patrol to help the guy who crashed. I love that, Glenda. Thanks for sharing. If you don't know who Paw Patrol is, give it a quick YouTube search. For everyone else, though, you can head to our KOBI TV NBC5 Facebook page right now and join us in on the Facebook Live to share your opinion. Drug dogs are quickly losing their jobs in Colorado. That's because their pot sniffing skills are pretty much irrelevant now. With pot legalized in many states, officers are now training new dogs to sniff out other types of drugs like cocaine, heroin, methamphetamine, etc. Officers predict about 20% of police dogs could be forced into early retirement because they were trained to detect only marijuana. It's already happened to this dog you see here named Beaker, who is now enjoying a simpler retired life at home. And while putting the pooch out of work may not be the worst thing to happen, police officers say it's a lot of money down the drain.
Most of those dogs are anywhere from $5,000 to $10,000 alone, and that's without training. If you get one that's fully trained, you're looking $10,000 to $15,000.
That's a lot of money. And the pot problem doesn't even end there. Right now, Colorado's High Court is reviewing a decision that says that cops using pot-sniffing dogs need a stronger reason to search a car. But the good news is that the Colorado Police Canine Association says it will help adopt dogs and send them to states where marijuana is still illegal. A baby gender reveal announcement gone horribly wrong. The U.S. Forest Service says that's what's responsible for a massive wildfire in Arizona. In this video, this was shot back in April. You can see the explosion that allegedly started the sawmill fire near Tucson. That fire burned nearly 47,000 acres of state land in a little more than a week. According to officials, no injuries were reported, no homes were lost, but the fire did burn timber, trees, brush, and grass that spread it through a Coronado National Forest. Now, the U.S. Border Patrol agent Dennis Dickey has been charged with causing a fire without a permit. He appeared in federal court in October, where he was sentenced to pay $100,000 up front and $500 every month for the next 20 years. He also agreed to conduct a public service announcement with the U.S. Forest Service about the cause of that fire. And weeks after the Camp Fire destroyed the town of Paradise, the community is coming back together in the name of basketball. Mugu Adagwi reports. A driver's dash cam captures the instant falling ice and snow shatter his windshield. Ow, that almost looks like it hurts. I know it didn't hurt him. Luckily, he was okay, but wow. Kevin Hoffer driving on a western Michigan highway yesterday when that happened, a plow pushing the pile of snow and ice off the overpass, as you can see there, right onto Hoffer's windshield. He, again, wasn't hurt. He did need a few minutes to regroup, though, and then he says a state trooper came along.
He's like, can I help you? I was like, yeah. I kind of pointed out the front, and he didn't quite get the clue what I was pointing at. And then I said the windshield, and he looked in, he's like, whoa, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, I think a little understandable after that.
Yeah, a little.
That's definitely a messy situation there. I know the whole Midwest pretty much saw snow, canceling a lot of flights, coming back and forth. That's all I heard at the airport during my travels.
Yes.
And here I was happy to come back to some rain.
That is a good thing. Welcome back, Kristina. Yes,
you.
with the rain and also some snow for the mountains, which is good as well.
A new body cam video shows a New York police officer saving a chicken from a fire. The officer was responding to a shed that was on fire last Saturday. After moving a few propane tanks away from the flames, he chased down the chicken and was able to get it out of harm's way. On this video, you can hear the officer yell to the homeowner, "I've got your chicken." His fellow officers say they are putting him in for a special hero award for his excellent police work. And Knickers may be the largest steer in Australia. Yes, that is the name of the cow. The utterly enormous animal stands 6 feet, 4 inches tall and weighs 1.4 tons. As impressive as Knickers may be, the official title of Big Boss actually belongs to another. According to Guinness, a 6-foot 7-inch ox in Italy named Bellino is the world's tallest bovine. Regardless, Knickers should definitely milk that spotlight for all it's worth. And dogs may be a man's best friend, but they're also a woman's best cuddle buddy. Despite the fact that they scratch, move, snore, a recent study actually shows that women who sleep with dogs get a better night's rest. Researchers found that women who share their beds with dogs report less disturbed sleep and greater feelings of security and comfort. Now, women who share a bed with a human partner, on the other hand, report disturbed sleep. Same goes for those who cuddle up with their cats. It's important to note that the correlation between sleep and better sleep in dogs is based on self-reported data. Dog owners also tend to go to sleep and wake up earlier than cat owners. It is not known if those sleep habits contribute to the reported benefits.